SleazyWorldgo just got locked up in the feds for posting 100,000 guns while he know damn well he's a felon and ain't supposed to have no guns. What are you doing, Mr. Sir? The good book right here, the Hoodology Book of Life says in chapter 4, verse 17 through 96, it explains. Get your dumb ass off of the Instagrams posting guns or you know damn well you ain't supposed to have. What the fuck are you doing?
Guns as a convicted felon. When it comes to felons posting guns,
this is
SleazyWorldgo would set the standard high, as his breakout song Sleazy Flow would feature 6 to 10 guns within the first 15 seconds.
You would think you have enough sense to go online and buy some BB guns, right? If you a convicted felon?
62 million views later, you know damn well the feds have seen it. But the feds don't strike immediately. They let you post and post and post.
You posting serial numbers?
Post how the ATF and Kansas City police found more than 30 publicly available social media posts spanning 2 years, showing him holding firearms.
30.
Section 922G being the United States Code prohibiting felons from possessing firearms or ammunition. Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty would even use the code in his song First Day Out after being released from the feds, rapping, "Out on papers with a 922G sitting on my counter, out on papers with a fully ARP sitting on the counter." Now, court documents would reveal the feds started investigating SleazyWorldgo way back in June of 2022. This would be 1 month before.
It's even the fact that, like, bro, why do you have to keep doing this? Has always been the lamest shit. But remember, if you ask O Block Big Champ, I'm the internet dork, right?
Way back in June.
Bro, why do you have to sit here at the barbershop doing this shit with the gun? What's wrong with y'all niggas, bro? Oh, like, we seen the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. We seen the pictures with the guns, folks. We see the guns, bro. We see them. We know you got a gun, bro. You ain't got to keep posting it. Just like Fully Chopping them. They in an interview like this. Steady pulling the gun out. Steady doing this. Steady doing that. Like, bro.
Of 2000.
What you trying to prove, gang?
This would be 1 month before Lil Baby jumped on the Sleazy Flow remix, pushing the video to 149 million views.
That's crazy.
And looking back at his videos from that year, it's easy to see why the feds would be investigating. But records would show it was an anonymous tip to the ATF that set off a chain of reactions.
Anonymous tip.
Under federal pressure, SleazyWorld would have to swap blicks for finger pistols in a last-minute attempt to clean up his image. But the feds already saw enough. Now, before we go any diving into the federal paperwork of SleazyWorldgo, we can see his motion to suppress evidence, which would begin after receiving a tip, the ATF began investigating him for illegal firearm possession. On October 19th, 2022, the ATF followed a brown Jeep Grand Cherokee with a large Trackhawk logo on its side. Agents recognized the Jeep as belonging to him due to its excessively dark window tint and a large red decal on the sides of the Jeep. According to the various documents disclosed to the defense, this tipster has been described as both an anonymous tipster and a confidential informant. Starting around approximately 1:45 p.m., surveillance parked at Split Log Ave and observed Mr. Isaac leave the townhouse and get into the Jeep. Another individual retrieved an AK-47 style rifle from a different black Jeep parked in the same parking lot and get into the Jeep driven by Mr. Isaac. The surveillance team would follow them to another location where they observed Mr. Isaac, aka SleazyWorldgo, enter into the home and then return to the Jeep, which then returned to the Coy Street townhome. Surveillance again set up along Split Log Ave to observe Mr. Isaac's activities. At some point during the afternoon, surveillance claims to have seen Mr. Isaac walking around the Jeep holding what looked like a Glock with a...
Hold on on, y'all. This is my clothing brand. I need y'all to go support your boy, okay? And supporting your boy with some pretty cheap clothing, all right? And you're going to be fly and fresh as hell, man, all right? Link in the description. Deari.us. Go shop.
Another item in his back pocket that appeared to be. They also claim to have seen Mr. Isaac open the passenger side of the Jeep and remove rifles, toss them back and forth in his hands, and then put them back in the passenger seat of the Jeep.
Like, bro, it's something mentally wrong with you. Like, it gotta be something wrong with you, bro. If you a felon and you still in the streets, or you feel like you rich and you have to have a gun on you, that's one thing, bro. But, bro, you playing with guns, bro. There's no reason for you to have these guns. You playing with them, passing them around, putting them back here, putting them in your pocket, putting them in the front, putting them in the back, passing it to the other homie. Like, gang, put the fucking pistol on your waist and go about your business, man. Put the gun under the seat like a regular fucking dude, or in the backpack, or in your jacket pocket. Like, you feel me? Why are you did you hear what he just said, bro? He doing this shit in front of the dumbass. Don't even know the feds is watching the whole time. Listen to what Jake just read off.
With another item in his back pocket that appeared to be. They also claim to have seen Mr. Isaac open the passenger side of the Jeep and remove rifles, toss them back and forth in his hands, and then put them back in the passenger seat of the Jeep.
This is why I call you street niggas lame and dorky as hell. Because it's like, bro, why you want to be street so bad, gang? You already have millions of views. You getting money. Why you want to be street so bad? You picking up Dracos and doing this shit here. Yeah, I'm the one with the Drake, nigga. Okay. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Knowing that you outside, knowing that you a felon, you not in the crib. Like, you see what I'm saying? You like, this is just stupid.
So at this point, it's almost like SleazyWorldgo is, what do they call it on Fortnite? Emoting?
Right.
You just hold the gun and flip it around. And
literally,
do a dance
bro.
And twist it. He's got one Glock in his hand, another in his back pocket. For no absolute fucking reason.
No reason.
During this time period, Mr. Isaac's friends began arriving, some also armed with firearms.
Other dumbass friends.
ATF then requested assistance from KCPD, Kansas City Police Department, to retrieve the firearms from the Jeep and detain Mr. Isaac.
Yep.
At approximately 6 p.m., KCKPD arrived at the Coy Street townhouse, and Mr. Isaac and his friends went into the townhouse as the officers arrived. Mr. Isaac attempted to talk to the police officers through the screen door of the townhouse. In his report, the officer claimed to see in the Jeep at least 2 rifle-style firearms sitting on the passenger seat.
Why do you just have guns out? Like, y'all niggas are stupid. This is what I'm saying. Like Jake said, absolutely no fucking reason to be doing this right now, bro. At all. It's a completely different story if you just want to have a gun on you or around you, whether you a felon or not, to protect yourself. I understand that. But do you realize you wouldn't be in this position if you didn't, 1, post guns every other fucking day in every video, every way, every which way, and 2, if you wasn't playing with guns, they wouldn't have no probable cause to come in your crib and search your car and shit. If you simply put the gun on your waist and keep the gun on your waist, they would never know it's there.
One appeared to have a brown front handguard, and the other looked to have a light-colored pistol grip. Approximately 1/2 hour after KCKPD arrived at the Coy Street townhouse, an ATF agent arrived at the parking lot and told the police that he had consulted with the AUSA in the Western District of Missouri, who determined probable cause existed to search the Jeep. That agent then asked Mr. Isaac to unlock the Jeep, and he refused. The ATF agent then broke the Jeep's driver's side window to open the car and recovered a Glock pistol that was equipped with a machine gun switch.
Y'all got switches. Whether you a felon, y'all got switches, and then on top of that, y'all got this shit in plain view, just sitting on the seat. You ain't even try to put it in the trunk, under the seat, in the back pocket, on the side panel, on the door. Like, you got this shit plain as could be on the seat.
Micro Draco pistols and a Citizen's Armory AK type rifle that was later determined to be inoperable, meaning it didn't work. Mr. Isaac was not arrested on that day. The government applied for several search warrants to obtain the DNA of SleazyWorldgo regarding the events that took place. On August 23rd, 2023, He was charged by indictment with 1 count of possession of a machine gun for the Glock and 1 count of being a felon in possession of a firearm for the Glock and 2 micro Draco pistols. Now, this operation would be titled Operation Sleazyland, and social media posts from known SleazyWorld, Brotherland Gang, Sleazyland groups indicated that a possible associate of the group had been killed in a shooting the same day or day prior, which they believe was the reason for all of them being armed. And due to the presence of firearms and possession of a known convicted felon, the group's reputation for possessing narcotics and involvement in gun violence, it was determined that immediate action had to be taken.
So y'all dumbasses, imagine going to jail for 20, 30, 40, however many years, even if it's 2 years. Imagine just going to prison, being in a federal prison, bro. And the motherfucker asks you, hey, what you do? I was playing with guns and the feds saw me. I was posting guns and I wasn't supposed to have no guns, so the feds went on my Instagram and stuff. Like, it was a point in time where the police had to do real police work. Like, they had to really try hard, bro. Like, now they could just pull outside your dumbass house and just see your dumbass playing with guns that you know you're not supposed to have after they get on your Instagram and see you posting guns with switches and shit. So, y'all can call the police lame if you want to. If I was a broke YN right now, I would go to the police academy. Because this is one of the easiest fucking jobs you could ever get in your life. I would sign up for the social media division and I would just sit at home and send my boss all the dumbasses I see on Instagram posting guns. Yep, you see this gun? Yep, he talked about this murder. Let's do an investigation on this nigga. Yep. All day. I just sit on this motherfucker all day and just rack up. Hey, can y'all pay me $1,000 per arrest? Boy, I'll be rich as hell.
That and investigators knew that Joseph Isaac, aka SleazyWorldgo, was federally prohibited from possessing firearms due to a felony conviction stemming from a 2017 arrest in Michigan for robbery. Now, the Glock was identified as a Model 27 40 cal with a switch. The AK-styled rifle was a Citizens Armory of Mexico, and 2 Romanian Dracos, a micro and a mini. This would be the Trackhawk identified during this investigation.
You got this Trackhawk pulled up in the fucking hood of Kansas City somewhere. Look like the projects. Everybody noticed your car. Just overall, just dumb. Why are you still in Kansas City? You got chains on Trackhawks. Hey, bro, sell this fucking Trackhawk and move to Cali or Miami or New York or something. Why are you still riding around Kansas City of all places? The fuck is going on in Kansas City?
Townhomes, you can see boarded up windows and doors. You can also see the smashed out window officers broke through to gain entry to the vehicle, in which they were able to recover these firearms.
Like, y'all is goofy,
All 4 weapons can be seen here. The Glock with the switch on the floorboard.
Stupid.
The AK-styled pistols, rifles, etc.
Just dumb.
And all of the broken glass and glass shards from, again, using force to gain entry into the vehicle. And the ATF would be sure to note that all 4 of the aforementioned firearms were cleared by Special Agent Payne. He sounds like a bad motherfucker.
No, for real.
Special Agent Payne observed that all 4 firearms had a live round of ammunition in each of their respective chambers, meaning all 4 of these guns were ready to be fired.
Yeah.
A black and tan bag would also be discovered containing a box of live ammunition.
Green tips.
So unfortunately, you can blame the anonymous tipster, the confidential source.
No, you can't.
For notifying them of him having guns, but at the same time, all you have to do is look at how many music videos and pictures and posts he himself made.
This is why I tell people, y'all better leave me alone, boy. Because the reason why a nigga like me will always win in the world over a street nigga is because I'm not trying to be a street nigga. I have no problem calling the police on any of these niggas. I will do it quickly, bro. I'm trying to tell you right now. You say something to me, you threaten me, you do this, you do that. You lucky I ain't called Chucky. That nigga Chucky lucky I ain't called the police on his ass, for real, for real. You lucky I ain't do that. And I still might do it, because it's in the back pocket. They can do your homework on statute of limitations. FBI, open up! This is it. Do your homework on statute of limitations. I'm telling you right now, gang, I'm not scared to call. I'll call the police on your dumb ass quick. Especially if you a nigga that's posting Instagram, posting guns all the time. Oh, yeah, we gonna get on you quick. What? Real quick. Nigga? You threaten me, Raw? I wish a nigga would. What? Are you serious?
With weapons. Now, his group, his gang, is known for gun violence in that area. One of their members was allegedly killed, and it put them on a high alert, them meaning the ATF, the feds, the police department, because they knew that there's either going to be
some type of
retaliation, a revenge shooting,
yeah,
or they're just arming up waiting for the next attack. But they decided to swoop in before anything could happen. And this is an overwhelming amount of evidence.
Crazy evidence.
Now, SleazyWorld Go would do one of the most ballsiest things you can do when
he's stupid. Stupid. It's not it's stupid.
Charged by the feds, and that is
plead not guilty
to trial.
Exactly.
His verdict would be posted on the 13th, and it would state on count 1, possession of a machine gun. He would be found not guilty.
So they couldn't prove him on the switch and the machine gun. But
on count 2,
they got you on that one, though.
Possession of a firearm, he would be found guilty. For question 3, if you find the defendant Joseph Isaac guilty on count 2, check each firearm that you unanimously find that the defendant Joseph Isaac possessed. He was not found guilty of possessing the Glock 40 with a switch.
Probably ain't have enough DNA evidence and shit on there.
He was found guilty of possessing the Micro Draco, but not the Mini Draco.
Okay.
And did the jury unanimously agree to each answer?
Yep.
Yes.
For everybody that doing your homework, okay, open up the fucking Hoodology book of life. Okay, I'm gonna start selling these motherfuckers in a minute, cause y'all need to do y'all homework on this shit here. When I say do your homework, you need to pull this motherfucking book out. You see how old it is? This shit been around for forever, man. 5,000 years. This passed down from my ancestors. The hood-cestors of them all have passed this down to me from heaven. And I'm here to teach you guys the contents of this book. This book will teach you some shit, folks. So this book, if you go in the back of this book, you will see a reference page. Unanimously is on the reference page. Unanimous means that if it's 14 people, they all agreed. Now, one person didn't disagree. They all agreed on the same page, and that his ass is guilty.
So this is interesting because a felon in possession under federal law, I believe, is up to 10 years, right? Mm-hmm. On average, the pleas can be anywhere from 3 to 5.
Right.
You plea out, you get 3 to 5.
You had the balls, and you was stupid enough to take this shit to trial with the feds, knowing you posted knowing damn well you posted pictures, you got 7,000 guns in your car. You really lucky they only found you guilty for that. You see what I'm saying? Because all that shit was in your car, bro. And they obviously you knew they was in there. They have people, evidence and witnesses of you tossing it around, moving it around. That's probably why they only charge you with that Draco though, because that's the one they seeing you playing with and shit. But they also seeing you with a Glock in your pocket and a Glock in your hand. But they ain't catch him with them Glocks though. You see what I'm saying? Like they probably either ain't find them Glocks or they ain't have them on him when they caught him. You see when they ran down on him. But nigga, you lucky they did that.
Yes, he took it to trial.
Stupid.
He beat the switch, the possession of a machine gun. He beat one of the other firearms and was convicted
of just one.
Of only one. But now.
But that's the thing with the feds, bro. You have to be 100% perfect. You can never miss. You can never mess up. The feds only gotta be right once. Nigga, shit, even a broke ass clock is right 2 times a day. That means no matter what, bro, a broken clock, this shit could be, the time could be all the way off. It's gonna be right once or twice a day, bro. The feds can get right on accident. And your ass could go do 15 years for that shit, bro. That's why the whole street game is dumb as hell.
What's gonna happen is he can be sentenced from anywhere probation all the way up to 10 years, bro, in federal prison. And in my opinion, based on his robbery conviction, on his history already,
toasted.
I feel he'll land anywhere between
8
5 to 7 years in federal prison. And with this type of offense and that type of history, it is more than likely he is going to go to a United States penitentiary. The deadliest, most structured facilities you can hit in federal prison. The USPs are the real penitentiaries. Race politics, gang politics, no fighting, all knives.
All killing, boy.
And unfortunately, this is the consequence.
I learned that from Jake.
Doing things such as posting yourself with guns as a convicted felon. But hey, let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comments section. It's 1090 Jake.
Just plain old fucking stupid. Just plain stupid. And the fact that shit like this is so easily avoidable, if you don't take pictures and post guns, bro, this never happens. Do you realize that? So when you sit in that cell for the next 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, I want you to think about the fact that you sitting in a fucking cage like a damn dog. Like a caged animal. You sitting in that motherfucker because you decided you wanted to be cool to a bunch of niggas that don't care about you, that don't know you, on the internet, and post a picture with a gun. And that did nothing for you. SleazyWorldgo, I've heard of your name. I can't name 2 or 3 of your songs. I don't know. I've never heard the sleazy faux shit. So 5 years from now, you think you're gonna what? You gonna come home and still be rich as hell and still be doing shows? Boy, your ass is grass, boy. Your life is fucked. And a lot of problem with these niggas is when they go to jail, all they got is a Trackhawk, some chains, and some Balenciaga shoes, and some Amiri pants. They ain't got nothing else to their name. No stocks, no credit, no crypto, no motherfucking nothing. Just a long-ass prison sentence, maybe $50,000 cash somewhere that's probably gonna get stolen or get spent on your lawyer. And you just sit in prison, sit there, rot, wasting your fucking life, bro. Life is too precious for me to be sitting in the cage over a fucking Instagram picture. I'm sorry. Now, I'll happily go sit in the cage if, you know, I'm protecting my daughter, I'm protecting my wife, or I'm protecting my brother. You know what I'm saying? I got to sit in the cage and fight this case, whatever. Cool, that's just what it got to be. But sitting in a cage for posting an Instagram picture? I'm 27 years old, bro. I pray every day, and I have a real strong belief. 2 things. Number 1, that I can never die. And number 2, that I only transition to the spiritual realm. I got a lot of hope that happens so later in life, 90 years old. But let's say I last to 90, which will be amazing. I'm 27, bro. That means 1/4 of my life is already passed. You think I'm finna go sit in jail for 5 years and waste my life and waste my time and waste my human existence in a fucking prison cell so I can post some pictures on Instagram and get some likes?
Stop it. Get some help.